let's chat about those two questions I gave you guys. Hopefully you took some time to work on them before watching this video. So here comes part A, 5x squared plus 6 equals 86. We want to get the x squared by itself on the left side, so we're going to start off by subtracting the 6. Then we're going to, since we're multiplying by 5 here, we're going to divide by 5. And we've got x squared equals 16. Now we're in a position, since this is by itself, we can take the square root of both sides. Don't forget the plus or minus in front of the square root of 16. And then our final answer, x equals plus or minus 4. There it is. If you wanted to check your answer, you could plug positive 4 back in to the original, see if that really works out as true. Also take negative 4 back into the original. They will both work. Okay, then the more difficult of the two questions. 3 times the quantity q plus 5 squared minus 1 equals 8. Well, it actually starts off kind of similar to the last one, right? We want to take care of this, so we'll go ahead and add 1. Then, and this is a spot where students sometimes err, we're multiplying this quantity by 3. So just like in the previous problem, we were multiplying by 5, let's divide by 3. So these are going to cancel out. And we'll get q plus 5 squared equals 3. Now we've got our square by itself. So we'll take a square root. And okay, so it cancels out over here. Nothing we can do with square root of 3. It just is what it is. Since we're not done at this point, I recommend splitting it into the two statements. Q plus 5 equals positive square root 3, and q plus 5 equals the negative square root of 3. And you can subtract 5 in both cases. And a lot of times you see, seems kind of strange that we would put, when we subtract 5, we'd put it in the first position here. That's typically how people write it when there's a whole number and a square root number being combined. You certainly could write the square root of 3 minus 5 and negative square root 3 minus 5, so long as you're not combining the terms. But it's pretty common to see the minus 5 actually in the first position in both. And some of you out there might be thinking, hey, couldn't we write this? Could we write this with the plus or minus sign? The only difference between these two lines is there's a plus there and there's a minus there. And yeah, you certainly could. If you wanted, you could write this as your answer instead of the 2. Just write that one statement. Q equals negative 5 plus or minus square root of 3. That'll work as well. Okay, well, that's the end of 9.1. See you in the next time.